On this episode, bad weather in Canada means more time in Greenland. So we explore some more of this incredible land. Good morning, guys. So a bit of an update. Unfortunately, there's a low pressure system moving through Iqaluit, and the weather is bad in Iqaluit for another 2 days, looks like. So we've been here for 2 nights already in Kangerlussuaq. But the weather is good here in Greenland, so today I decided to go to Nuuk and spend a couple of nights there before we proceed to Canada hopefully on Friday, if the system passes. And yeah, we'll see what Nuuk has to offer. So I'm gonna send a flight plan and we can head to the airport. Just waiting for the ride to the plane. So here we go, guys. Kangerlussuaq to Nuuk.
And our very good morning, Lima Yankee Bravo Uniform Zulu is by the pumps. I request latest met report and departure instructions for VFR to Nuuk. Takeoff time 05. Lights, camera, action. Takeoff power is set, airspeed alive. Pressure temperature in the green. Speed is good, flaps up.
Terrain ahead, hold on.
Yes, thank you, I see it.
Lima Uniform Zulu, depart time 05, 5 minutes delay, recruit.
That's copied, climate TMA is approved. Lima Uniform Zulu, thank you.
Lima Uniform Zulu, will you be doing some sightseeing before you are proceeding towards Nuuk?
That's affirmative. Lima Uniform Zulu, pretty much according to my flight plan route.
And indeed, with such great weather, I wanted to make the flight all about sightseeing.
Lima Yankee Bravo Uniform Zulu, good morning.
Good morning, Lima Yankee Bravo Uniform Zulu, departed Kangerlussuaq, position 2 nautical miles southwest of Rivop at 2,000 feet VFR flight plan to Nuuk.
I planned my route to fly up the fjord to the ice cap, and then fly along the edge of the ice southbound, until another fjord that would take us towards the sea to the capital of Greenland, the city of Nuuk. I feel so lucky to be doing this flight, knowing that not many people get to experience things like flying along the mysterious and powerful Greenland ice cap. So powerful that it even has its own gravitational pull that affects the nearby ocean waters. Covering 1.7 million square kilometers and approximately 80% of Greenland's territory, it's over 2,000 kilometers north to south and over 1,000 east to west, and more than 3 kilometers deep at its thickest point. That is so much ice that if the entire ice cap melted, the global sea level would rise by 7.4 meters. The areas I'm flying over are very remote without a single person for hundreds of kilometers, and no radar coverage. So the air traffic controllers request that I make a position report every 30 minutes, which is comforting knowing that they are keeping an eye on me and will be quick to react in case I get into trouble and have to make an emergency landing.
Lima Yankee Bravo Uniform Zulu, Nuuk information.
Lima Yankee Bravo Uniform Zulu, position 6509er north, 05023 west, altitude 5,500, inbound Nuuk, operation is normal.
Lima Uniform Zulu, roger.
This would also assist search and rescue greatly since they could narrow down my location from the last received position report. Of course, there are also other pieces of equipment that can help search and rescue locate a downed plane, such as the ELT, an emergency locator transmitter, which is a device installed in the aircraft that, upon impact or when manually turned on, sends out a distress signal via satellites to the nearest emergency center, from which search and rescue is notified. The signal is also used in locating the position of the plane. Personally, I also carry 2 PLBs, or personal locator beacons, which work the same way as an ELT, but can be carried in your pocket. I also have an Iridium sat phone and a portable VHF transceiver, which I can use to call for help in case of emergencies.
QNH 1015, runway 04, call you 10 miles inbound, Lima Yankee Bravo Zulu. And Lima Yankee Bravo uniform Zulu is 10 nautical miles northeast, descending through 4,000.
As we get closer to Nuuk, the air traffic intensifies.
Lima uniform Zulu, it's Roger, and the take is backtracking for departure. Will be departing via from runway 04.
That's copy, Lima uniform Zulu, 2 miles final, runway 04.
500.
So, welcome to Nuuk. Beautiful weather, a little bit windy, still nice. So, she's tucked in for the night. We'll have to come back here tomorrow to move the aircraft because, as you can see, they're constructing a new runway here, and they're gonna do some blasting tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. So I'll have to come before that, move the plane. They're gonna blast, and then I will return it at the same position. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. It's not the easiest ride on the bicycle with all the uphill and downhill parts, but I eventually arrived at my hotel, which is situated right by the picturesque harbor. Pretty cozy. That'll do. So I actually got a different room. 41. Let's see how this one looks. Oh wow, much better. This one even has a washroom. Perfect. So this is actually a very nice room for almost the same price as I got one night in Kangerlussuaq. I got 2 nights in this one. After settling in, I make my way into town. As you may have already noticed, there's a lot of cranes and construction everywhere. As a consequence of urbanization, a construction boom is very much apparent here. More and more people move to Nuuk from other parts of the country in search of employment, education, and better healthcare services. With a population of just over 19,000 people, Nuuk is the largest city in Greenland, containing over a third of the country's population. It is also the northernmost capital in the world. While wandering around the city center, I hear some commotion and cheering in the distance, so I decide to check it out. It's a football match at probably one of the best stadiums I've ever seen. The rocky slope makes the perfect spectator stand, and just look at that backdrop. The mountains, the city, and the sea. Perfect. Right down the hill is the old Nuuk, a very cozy part of the city with its colorful houses, monuments, and an old church. As you get closer to the water, you feel this cold breeze come in, kind of like opening your freezer door and feeling the really cold air. Oh, there's some people kayaking. Hey, happy doggy. You going to town? He's shy on camera. Down by the water is a very mellow spot where the people gather to enjoy the evening sun, or even partake in more extreme activities, like this local hero. Well, that's some quality Greenlandic entertainment. If you look enough, you can find some less attractive spots. But overall, I found Nuuk to be a very charming and clean city, considering its extreme location. After a few hours of walking, I started getting hungry. So it was time to check out some local establishments. To satisfy all this hunger and a desire to try local specialty, Muskox burger seems like a clear choice. And it was delicious. Snowflake. Give that a quick taste. Fantastic. I spent the rest of the evening walking around the town, taking advantage of every minute of this perfect weather. And as I got back to the hotel, hoping to get some rest, I got a call from the airport. They needed me to come down to the plane. So guys, duty calls. Apparently the wind forecast has increased for tonight. It's now going to be gusting up to 40 knots. And the airport AFIS has contacted me regarding moving the plane somewhere safer. So here I am, doing some more midnight sightseeing. It's all calm right now. There's absolutely no wind. It's hard to believe that it's going to be up to 40 knots tonight. Oh, that's Greenland for you. Alright, so I don't know why they called me to the airport. All they wanted to do was bring these concrete blocks here and attach them by rope. Could have done that themselves, but here I am. Anyways, the plane is a bit more secure now. The next day was cloudy and much colder, and I really felt all the walking and cycling from the day before. So I only went out for a short walk to get some food, do some shopping, and I spent the afternoon resting, because later that evening it was time to go back to the airport once again. The construction seems quite intense at the airport, and they're planning to complete the renovation of the airport by the end of 2024. Once complete, the new runway and the terminal will be able to accommodate large jets from international destinations, greatly increasing the access to the capital of Greenland. So everybody's lined up, aircraft ready to be moved onto the runway. And here we are, 3 aircraft there already, and I will be moving mine as well. And yeah, the weather, you can see the weather coming in, that remnants of that low pressure system. And looks like we're gonna get some rain in about an hour. So how cool is this, guys? We're on the runway in Nuuk. Air Greenland fleet lined up. Here's our little guy. And one more Dash 8 is coming in. And they're gonna do the blasting shortly. Maybe you'll get a sight of that as well. So that's that. Blasting completed. Doesn't seem to be much damage. It was not as big as I expected it would be, but still pretty impressive. So the plane is back in its original spot, all tied up. And bad weather is really coming in. So that's it. This airport manager is gonna give me a lift back into town, which is nice because I came on my bicycle. I don't want to drive it back. And on that note, I gotta say, my unplanned visit to Nuuk has been a blast. Tomorrow, Canada.